Hello, everyone. Welcome to. Let's try that again. Hold on. I forgot to hit all the buttons. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask the Wizard, streaming daily. Changing your identity to change your reality. This is so often one of my catchphrases is subtle is significant. Now, this can seem like a real subtle shift, but it has significant, incredibly beneficial effects in your efficiency and your ability to manifest really anything you want. All right, starting the 5-minute timer. Now get comfortable, grab a coffee, and we'll see you in 5. Hey, Phil, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see/speak. Yeah? Thanks for tuning in, man. Hey guys, how you doing? Let me just turn this down a bit here. I always turn the monitors up for the music, but then if I flip my voice on, it goes and echoes. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Ask the Wizard almost daily. Just let me move my monitor window here up to where it should be, and we're good to go. How's everyone doing on this? What day is it? It's Tuesday. This is something that came up in the workshop on Sunday. I hear it a lot from the teachers that I follow and things like that. How, let's see, I don't say all say it, but so many of them say it. We don't manifest what we want. We manifest who we are. So then if we follow that logic through, that means in order to, I'm going to say significantly and for long-term change the flavoring of our external experience, then we need to change who we are, because our external experience is a reflection, right, of us. So then that means to significantly change our external experience, we got to change the projector, right? Because external is a screen, we're the projector. Change our identity. And of course, you know me, I like my maps and my pictures because it helps take things like that are kind of like out there and break them down into something very mechanical that we can understand. So let's see if Mr. Flipchart wants to come into the picture. Oh, there he is, and we're good. I have my own way of looking at things, I guess. Reincarnation, it doesn't matter what your opinions or views on that, but for me, just looking at it from an energy mechanics perspective, I think often the concept of reincarnation is you live this life, then this life, then this life, as in different bodies and all that kind of stuff. And what's kind of neat is this map that we're going to hop back to, kind of in a very real way, we reincarnate, if you want to put it that way, several times in the same body in the same lifetime. And I think as you follow through with this, you'll be able to identify that for you as well. So let's flip back. So this is who you are, your soul, your spirit, your higher self, whatever label you wish to use, your identity, like who we are. Right? And all the different aspects of who you are and all the different belief systems about who you are and all the different truths that you have accepted and decided are true. And that's a very valuable statement. The truths that we decide are true, because here's a tongue twister, because often what gives those truths the power is not whether they're true or not. It's whether you may decide they are true. It's kind of like David Copperfield, he makes the elephant disappear. So if you've decided that he actually made the elephant disappear, well, he made the elephant disappear. Now, of course, we know he didn't. There's all these different mechanics and stuff behind the scenes that makes it look like that happened. But we decide that magic is true and the elephant disappeared, right? So what's interesting is the concepts and aspects of ourselves that we see reflected back to us are ones that we have decided, either consciously or sort of unconsciously, are true for us. They may not be true, but we've decided they are, which I digress. Coming back to, this is who you are currently, and this is, whoops, I've got to find out how to change that setting so it doesn't keep jumping around on me. And again, you radiate this out, and then, of course, you reflect it back. So your external experience is very much, I'll erase this, but just so you kind of get the idea, is a reflection of who you are. The first time I used this example, it was in Lethbridge. I remember it very clearly. There was a mirror on the wall, and I often sort of get inspired teachings as the teaching is going on. And so I can picture, Chris was her name. She wore glasses. So I was talking about this concept about how we reflect back who we are. So I had the mirror, I had her stand in front of the mirror, and I said, okay, so who is that? And she looked at the mirror and said, well, that's me. Good, excellent. And you're wearing glasses? Yes. So that's you in the mirror? Yes. So I said, okay, what I would like you to do is to change by taking your glasses off. So change the experience by taking your glasses off. So of course she went to take her glasses off, and I said, hold on a sec. Why are you doing that? And she said, well, because you wanted the reflection in the mirror to be me without glasses. And I said, yeah, but you said you were in the mirror. So how come you didn't go to the mirror and try to remove the glasses? Now, of course, it was a funny little sort of illustration, but it's a very accurate one. Because in a very real way, that's what we're doing. If you want to change the reflection in the mirror, you've got to change the person, your I am, that is actually creating that reflection. Now, again, it seems significant, but it's very powerful. When we're manifesting, what we're working on changing isn't so much the reflection. We're working on changing who we are. When we change who we are, or our identity, that will automatically change the reflection. You see, so in so many cases, we've got the right idea. We're just trying to change the wrong thing. Okay, so this is where you're at right now. And this over here, right? Because this is a... Because this, go away. This is a reflection too, right? Over here. Right? So this is a reflection too, right? Of who you are. So we want to change. Oh, I don't know which color. We'll use this one. This will be fun. So you want to change this. So now we know in order to change this, we need to change in here, right? Not so much out here. It's not that we won't do anything in the external, but the first step to creating long-lasting, significant change is changing what is being reflected in the mirror, not the reflection, right? So if the mirror was all dirty and mucky, yeah, you got to clean the mirror up, right? So I'm not saying we don't ever do anything, but the first step is to change what's producing or creating the reflection, right? Okay, let's go back. So then what we're doing is we're actually, because this here, of course, is here I am too. So then what we need to do is we need somehow to change from here and get over to here. Now, here's the neat thing that happens. As soon as you have this desire, and as soon as you feel that desire, so you're not just sort of, oh, that'd be kind of cool, right? But when you start to really feel it, right? Or even start to believe it, I believe I can do this. When you attach those deep feelings, those good feelings to it, here's what happens. Not only do you start moving this way, but this version of you starts moving this way. Now, what happens in that journey? Well, there are all sorts of versions of you. Remember I talked about the whole kind of reincarnation thing and how we do it multiple times in the same lifetime? And even that's not even exactly accurate, because it's not so much this, then this, then this. It's this version of you, this version of you, this version of you, this version of you, this version of you. So what we're essentially doing is we're changing our identity from one version of ourselves to another version of ourselves, which is what this process looks like. So now what's happening is this journey is happening. I'll use a different color just so we can see it a bit better. So this journey is happening here and here. But as that process happens, guess what's happening? Your identity is changing, is changing, is changing, is changing, is changing. This is why I don't want to just say if you're doing it right. When you're doing it really effectively, you think you're going crazy. Why do you think you're going crazy? Because or you go through these phases. I don't know who I am. I feel lost. Everything, I don't know. I can't, nothing seems the same. I mean, all these, it's damn uncomfortable, because in a very real way, not that Each version of yourself is dying, if you will, but you are choosing to leave this one and go to this one. So in a way, your experience of this one is dying so you can welcome this experience. And of course, what's happening too is this is coming this way. So it's sort of dying, if you will, so it can come like this. So there's this crazy journey that's being made here and here. And as you go through these steps, your identity is changing. And then what happens is, as you persist, you get closer and closer and closer. This is the version you want to be until these two, or better said, until you've left this one, and in a way, this is left this one, left this one, left this one, left this one, until you come together right there. And in a cool way, you created the experience of separation here, didn't you? I'm here, I want to be here. As this happens, the two now become one. And now, the person that you were, you've left that. The person that you could be has left where they're at, coming to meet you in the middle to reflect the new reality. And this is like science. The whole concept of different versions of ourselves. And as I said in the beginning, I think we've all experienced that in different ways, where it's really like we change identities. We think back to the person that we were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and we know that was us. But at the same time, it feels like a different person. Just the way choosing that new version of ourselves can feel like a different person, because it is. And so this journey of death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth, not of the versions of us, but our experience of the versions of us, die born, die born, die born, until they come together. The two become one. And now the version of yourself that you are choosing to experience, the version of yourself where you're at when you chose to experience a new version of you, have now come together, and they reflect that new reality. Why? Because you've changed the identity. You've changed the identity that you're going to assume of yourself, which then changes the reflection. I really liked the map when it came up in the workshop. And it's really very accurate in so many ways. Something kind of neat to think about. Maybe you're not going crazy. Maybe you're just changing. All right, guys. Yeah, I think we're good. Share. We're all in this together. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the web.